So optional chaining?
No.
No. So if you have some address object, okay,
Hmm.
and you are trying to access address dot street name, okay.
Hmm.
So by chance you got error cannot read X of undefined or null error, because
Hmm.
sometimes you are trying to access address dot street name, but your address is not present on that time,
Yes.
right? So you got some kind of error, cannot read the property of X.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. So in that case, we use optional chaining.
Okay.
Okay. Read about this as well because this is the common question, I think.
Yes.
Okay. And have you heard about event stop propagation?
Yes. So uh, in JavaScript has a default behavior that is event bubbling.
Hmm.
So in which it will go child to parent if a button is an event that is inside another functions. So when we are clicking or calling on the child function, it will call the parent function as well. So this
Mm-hmm.
is called event bubbling. To stop this, we use stop propagation.
Correct. Okay. And have you heard about immediately stop propagation? Immediate, there is a two options, correct?
Okay.
I think I did not remember the second one, but there are the two. When you have the same, suppose you are clicking on the button and at
Mhm.
that time you are triggering that. So if you have two buttons and that is triggering to the parent one. So there is one name of it. I also forget. So that
Okay.
used on that time. I think
Okay.
stop immediate propagation it is. Immediate propagation. There are two
Okay. I'll
things.
check.
Yep.
Okay, I'll check that one also.
Yes. Okay. So we talked about the flat, correct?
Mhm.
Okay. So have you heard about throttling and debouncing?
Yes. So throttling and debouncing is used to control the user activity. For example, when there is a search bar that is user for just a second making a तो अगर सर्च करता है okay. So in a Google search, user used to type a button, I
Hmm.
mean any keyword, so it will goes to a database frequently. So to control the user inputs, we use throttling and debouncing.
Hmm.
What is the difference? So when we want to limit our rate of emission from source, it handle the any mouse click or a mouse move. So we use a throttling. Debouncing time, when we want to wait for a pause. Let's suppose we want to search India best batsman. So in which it will be wait for the pause for the user. I'll
Hmm.
write India best batsman, and then of course I will pause. So it will be wait for the pause of users. When the user will get pause, so it will send a request to get the information from the server.
Okay. So do you know how to implement this?
uh Throttling, no.
So try to create an example of it.
Okay.
Okay. So you might heard about the call apply bind, correct?
Yes, yes.
Closures. Then
Yes.
you should be knowing the map, destructuring,
Ye-
array destructuring,
Yes.
rest
Yes.
operators, split operators,
Yes.
correct? Late versus const.
Yes. Yes.
What is this in JavaScript? What is use strict? Correct. So
No, last one is use stick was
what is use strict?
that I didn't know.
Yep, read about that because
Okay.
use strict is nothing but you are writing your code, JavaScript code in the strict mode. So
Okay,
the
got. Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes, yes,
yep, so that is
yes, got. Yeah. So,
yeah,
yes, sometimes we don't declare variable.
correct.
So use age equal to 10 and then start using. So
Hmm.
use strict won't allow that.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Okay, read about the lexical scoping as well, how it is, how it works.
Flexible or lexible?
Lexical scoping, lexical. It part
Okay.
of closures. Then you might be using the Angular module pattern, correct? You are importing one
Yes.
module to the another module or one
Yes.
service to another.
Yes.
So that is kind of the module pattern.
Okay.
Then you might have been heard about immediately invoke function, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So check on that as well. Then syntax of spread operator, rest operator.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so these are some common questions mostly been
Mm-hmm.
used, and the questions around only these questions, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I think we'll move to Angular.
Okay.
So I will not give more questions on Angular, but I
Mm-hmm.
think you are already compatible with Angular, correct? So whatever
Yes.
videos you
Yes.
have seen, you are able to answer. So I will tell
Yes.
you
Yes.
how to do practice. Okay. So
Okay.
whenever I'm taking this mock interview, so if you are watching my another video, so do
Mm-hmm.
one thing. Whenever the video I'm asking some questions, suppose I asked optimization techniques in the Angular. Okay. So you can
Mm-hmm.
pause your video and you can think about it. So what are the answer you can be giving to this question? Okay. And
Yes.
then you can verify your answer with whatever the candidate is saying. So in that way,
Yes.
you will be also learning the things. If you are not able to answer, then search it and note down somewhere. So this is the common question and this is the answer of it. So in that way, you will able to have the question list as well, and we're able to prepare as well. Correct.
One question is always I'm not sure whether its answer is right or not.
Hmm.
Sometime an interviewer ask that we have we want to make some change. We are making some change from
Hmm.
one component,
Hmm.
and we want that data should update without refreshing any page.
Hmm.
So I used to give answer with the help of subject. It is
Hmm.
a special kind of observer. So
Hmm.
when we are using a subject in which when we are making changes in one component, so it will immediately reflect in another company in another component without any refresh. So
Hmm.
is it answer right or wrong?
Yeah, it is correct. Because
Okay.
you are not refreshing it. See,
Yes,
you
yes.
are creating one subject. Okay, so
Mhm.
it can be observable as well, and it can be subscriber as well. Correct. As
Yes,
soon
yes.
as you are emitting the new value to the your subject, the whatever subscriber of that service or that subject will notify
Mhm.
automatically. You can give
Yes,
the
yes.
simple example. Suppose you have one product detail page, okay, and when you are
Mhm.
clicking on add to cart, okay, and
Mhm.
in that time when you click on add to cart, that icon should show one at the top of
Yes,
the header icon. Okay, so in that
yes.
case you can give that example. So once I clicked on this, so this will emit the value to the your subject. Okay, and subject will be subscribing into the header. So as soon as you are adding, that subscriber will notify that something is added to the card, so I want to reflect the length of it, something kind of. So this is kind of one example of it. So you can tell like that as well.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
any other question you are having issues?
yes, yes, yes. So, what one more question that they are used to ask.
Hmm.
I know that there is no specific answer for that. So, what are the best way to write code?
Best way to write the code in
Optimize code.
terms, try to follow these things. It will help you
Okay.
as well because
Okay.
these are the common things comes with it.
Okay.
And read about the, you can read from the MDN website. There is one MDN website.
Yes, yes.
So it has all the ES6 features here, then JavaScript related things. There are a couple of websites as well. So those also you can check.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, then any other question you have?
One more. And they used to ask how to increase the performance in Angular. So
Hmm.
what I used to give answer them.
Hmm.
First, we can use track by in number for loop. Second, I
Wait,
use
wait. So see,
okay.
Atan, I want to ask one other question. So what exactly track by does?
Okay, so track by basically what it does, uh, it allow Angular to identify the item in a list
Hmm.
efficiently.
Okay, means what? Means what it exactly does. Have you seen that?
No, I have not seen that, but yes, one
See,
of your video I
no,
got that.
I
Yes.
will tell you. I will tell you. So try to create two for loop. Okay, ng for
Mm-hmm,
without track by and
mm-hmm.
with track by. Okay,
Okay.
and push something your that array. Okay, and check the
Mm-hmm.
DOM.
Okay.
Without track by, it will reload all that for loop and it will render that. And with track by,
Okay.
it will push only the last one. So check this,
Okay. Okay.
check this. So
Oh,
yeah, it will
the
help you.
updated one.
Updated one only it will push. So it will be
Oh,
like the memorize we can say. It will memorize that
okay.
thing and it checks it and the push it. So yeah. So if you give like this answer now, then it will be easy to understand the interview.
Okay. Okay. Then
Okay.
also we
Hmm.
have lazy loading, use unsubscribe in a ng destroy life cycle. So these three I used to give them answer.
Okay. Any other?
Uh, any others that need to explain like we have a template diagram or dynamic form. So we need to decide if we have a large form. So we need to use a dynamic form instead of template diagram.
Okay.
Okay. So
Any other?
uh, no.
Okay. So you can tell about pure pipe, impure pipe,
Okay.
correct? That is more concept. Then there is a Angular analyzer package. You can use that as well to check the what are the things over there in the bundle. So it will
Mhm.
create a DOM for you and it will show you what component is taking how much of size as well.
What is
Correct?
analyze? Analyze?
Angular analyzer. There is a webpack analyzer or Angular analyzer kind of one npm module we have, npm package that you
Okay.
can import that can
Okay.
help you. Okay, and talking about pure pipe and impure pipe, so
Hmm. Yes.
you
So
know that, so
pure.
how to use them
Yes.
and what
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask few questions related to this as well. Okay, so now you said that large data set. Okay,
Mhm.
so how you will handle it in the DOM? Suppose you are getting 1 lakhs of record.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So for handle that we use pagination.
Hmm.
Yeah, so in which we set some value that is show at one time, and let's suppose we want to say 50 or 100 data at one time, and we put a pagination. So for the lakh divided by let's taking example of 1,000, so it will create 10
Hmm.
counting of 10. So when we are clicking on next page or second page or third page, it will give a data accordingly.
Got it. Yep. Mean you meant to say server side render, server side
Yes.
pagination. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So have you implemented server side rendering SSR in your project?
No.
Okay. Try to create one application, small application, and try to do that.
Okay.
Yep. And you forget about one common optimization technique used on push.
On push.
Yep. So read about that as well. Okay. So in your project, to share the data between multiple components,
Mhm.
you what you used?
Yeah, so we have three ways. First, we if
No,
if
no,
it's a
no, no,
sibling. Okay.
I'm not saying about input, output event. That I'm asking how you are doing in your project.
Okay.
Suppose you
Okay.
have sibling
Mhm.
components. Then
Mhm.
apart from subject, what you can do?
We have a view child.
Sibling component.
Uh,
No, I'm saying sibling component, not the parent child.
okay.
Have you heard about
So,
NGRX?
yes, but not used.
Yeah, so we can use NGRX and all. Read about this because you have close 5 years of experience, correct? So
Yes, yes.
it can be expected from you. Okay, so how many types of forms we have in Angular?
Two types, reactive form and template drive form.
Okay, which one is the better?
It depend on the situation. If
Mm-hmm.
we have a large input box, so that we at that point of time we need to use reactive form. The reason behind is that when we are using reactive form, we write HTML part in HTML code, and the validation we use to write in a TS file, and it is increased our code optimization. And when we have a small forms, I mean logging forms, so there we need only two input box, username, password, and a button. So at that point of time use template drive form. The reason behind is that in reactive form, what is that is it's a communicating multiple time from TS to HTML file to validate the form. And so it take some time
Mm-hmm.
to multiple time communicating between the components. But when we have only two input fields, so it is better to use our template iPhone.
Okay, okay, okay. So suppose you have application and you are trying to access third-party API.
Mhm.
Okay, to get the data from that third-party API. So how can I get this data?
uh, Third party. No, I have no. So API that we used to API I have used to gather data, but third party I'm not aware. Normally, what we do, we make up functions and call that
We use
use
service,
that.
correct? We use
Yes,
services,
yes,
correct? Yep,
yes.
that's it.
Okay,
Third party means you can access the fake URL as well, correct?
okay.
Like that. That is fine. Okay. Have you heard about Progressive Web App, PWA?
No.
Okay. Read about that. Okay. So last question. Suppose suppose you are working on e-commerce website. Okay. Over
Mhm,
there you have multi-step form. Suppose you add to cart, then you go to the address selection, then you go to
mhm.
your payment selection. This is the three steps form. So if you
Okay.
want to develop this, how can I do this? Multi-step form, I meant to say.
Yes. So multi-step. For that, we can do a multi-step form. We can use a nested form, but no, not sure.
Okay. Yep. Read about this. Have you supported dark mode and light mode themes in your project?
No.
Okay. Do you know SCSS variables?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what is the use of it?
Yeah, so SCSS basically is a preprocessor of CSS. It's browser doesn't understand SCSS. We need a compiler to use that.
Mm.
SCSS made for developer to make in SCSS we don't need to write multiple code. We can use this we can use we have a feature like a variable, we have a
Okay.
nesting, we have a mixing, we
Yeah.
have operators.
So yeah, yeah,
So
Yep.
Yes.
So over there, you can utilize your dark mode and the light mode themes, correct? You can create a multiple variables according to your conditions, dark theme and light theme. So
Okay.
try to create a small example for this as well. Create a small one application and try whatever I asked you. Just try
Mm-hmm.
over there. So in the single code, you will be able to understand all these things.
Okay.
Yep. Uh, okay, so that's it, Vicky. Any question from
Okay.
you? I think
No.
only 2 minutes is remaining for this video. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
it was very I mean thank you for taking this interview. You know, I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
I will
11 to
wait.
12 question. Yes.
Anyways, I will be publishing this video, so you can
Mm-hmm.
see already over there as well. Maybe not
Okay.
this month, maybe in couple of months, because I did
Okay.
not get too much time to record, Sana.
Okay. Not an issue.
So
But thank you so much. I
yeah.
think actually the reality check it's happened today only. I
Hmm.
don't get any that much of questions when I'm giving interview.
Hmm.
It's a very hardly three questions in a JavaScript. But I knew that Angular is quite strong in my part. Still, we have asked 4 to 5 questions that I didn't know completely.